you. Hindi kaya ako narinig. Probably, Jumel. Hi, Jumel.
Ay, good evening, ma'am.
Evening. Can you lead the prayer?
Okay po, ma'am.
Okay.
Let us pray. Uh, Amang nasa langit, Diyos ng dakila sa lahat, sa ngalan po ng aming tagapagligtas na si Kristo, kami po'y nagkakatipo ngayong gabi, nagkasama-sama upang mapag-aralan at ma-review yung aming mga napag-aralan upang maging magtagumpay kami sa darating na aming board exam. Gabayan mo niyo po sana kami, Ama, at maintindihan po namin at magkaroon po kaming bagong kaalaman upang maging maging sandata namin sa darating na examination. Patawarin niyo po kami, Ama, sa aming mga nagawang kasalanan, kagaya po ng pagpapatawad po namin sa lahat na nagkakasala sa amin. Ah, Kami po'y nagmamakaawa at nananalangin at naniniwala na lahat ng mga bagay ay kaya niyo pong ibigay basta amin lamang hilingin at ito'y matutupad ayon po sa inyong banal na kalooban. Lahat ng pong ito'y ginadalangin namin sa pangalan ng inyong anak na si Jesus. Amen.
Okay, Jumel. Uh, so I will be sharing. Okay, I'll share the set of questions. I'm sure you have seen this on your Google Drive already. Good if you've came across and then na-try ka yung nag-answer. If not, it's still okay since we will be doing it tonight anyway. Sige nga. Can you see now? Hindi ano? Hindi pa din? Mm, stop share. I'll share again. Share screen. Start broadcast. And then I'll go to, okay. Can you see now?
Yes po.
Okay. So this was in 2009. Jumel, can you read the question? And then let's try to answer.
The main plaza and smaller plazas should be surrounded by this principal building. Principal Church, Royal and Town Council, Custom House, Arsenal, Lodging House. Sagutan ko na. Sige po. A, 1, 2, 3, B, 2, 3, 4, C, 3, 4, 5, D, 4, 5, 1, E, 4, 5, 2. The answer is uh, Principal Church, Royal and Town Council
Ano
House.
muna? Jumel, sige, okay, ganito muna. So, ganito yung, ano natin, procedure.
Sorry, ma'am.
Mag-provide ka ng how you understood. Para marinig din nila, you can share whatever strategy na naisip mo, okay? I-share mo sa kanila. Okay. How do you
Okay.
understand the question?
Based on I
Mm-mm.
believe ma'am sa patrimony yung according to the kay Sirote, yung nga merong sa main plaza, smaller plaza should be surrounded by these principal buildings. Pangunahin din yung church and then yung I think Royal Town Council House Um, limot ko lang yung isa.
Ah,
So,
okay.
it's doon na lang sa tatlo, yung 3, 4, and 5.
Okay. So kapag ganyan, so you said principal charge, no? Principal charge. So,
Yes,
ano lang natin, ganito natin. Principal charge, and then you also said you include this, Royal and Town, Council House.
yes,
Parang ganun, ano? So kapag
yes.
yan muna yung kaya mong answerin, and then, can you proceed to the choices na ba?
So,
Are you able to discern, are you able to answer na pag dalawa lang yung nakuha mo?
mm, possible, ma'am. Kasi dito sa
Ah,
choices,
ah,
ang A lang yung may 1, 2, 3. So, therefore,
okay.
may 1, 2. Yung iba kasi walang 1 and 2. So, therefore, it's 1, 2, 3. So, may yung di lang ako sure kung custom house siya. Yes.
Okay. So, parang sinasabi ni Jumel na, ah, even even at the initial stage, like reading the question, parang ganun yung sinasabi ni Jumel, uh, already, he is sure, for example, let's assume na he is already sure about I, principal charge, double I, Royal and Town Council House. And then, suddenly, he stopped. Let's assume na parang, he cannot continue anymore kasi parang hindi siya sure dito, and then the Arsenal Lodging House, hindi siya sure. Pero meron siyang I and double I. Now, he wants to proceed here. Nakikita natin, based on his answer, kaya nang makuha kasi walang I daw sa BCDE, and it's only this one that can be responsive to how he analyzed the problem. Parang ganun na lang. Sinabi mo?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So Jumel has already an answer of A. So parang halimbawa, hindi pa naka 1 minute, he was already able to answer that. Okay. Pero, that's actually the, ano ba to, correct answer sa A. Okay? But the goal of the reviewer now is hindi ganon. On your part, okay, when you keep answering, so yun yung parang pinaka-goal ninyo is how to really proceed to the next without trouble kasi meron na kayong ginamit na strategy now. What I can share is ano talaga yung mga concepts behind the problem. Sabi ni Jumel also, he already read yung patrimony book ni Prof. Sarote. Okay, that's okay. Now, so this number one, this item or this question, is actually drawn from classic Spanish colonial planning principles, particularly the laws of the Indies. Jumel, you remember laws of the Indies, no?
Yes, ma'am. Yes po.
Ah, okay. Sorry, pagandahin ko nga yung, kasi hindi kasi straight itong kan ka eh. So meron tayong sinasabi na laws of the
The
Indies.
Indies.
Okay. Yung laws of the Indies kasi, ang ibig sabihin, Ley de Indias, ganun, which dictated the urban form of most towns and cities in the Philippines and Latin America. Okay? So the main plaza, okay, sana yung, so dito sa Laws of the Indies, main plaza, okay. Main plaza serve as the community's nucleus. So we know what is nucleus. Jamel, ano ang nucleus? Okay. The
Yung
center.
center. Center po.
Okay. Yeah, so the main plaza serve as the community's nucleus, that's according to the law of the Indies, with specific principal buildings mandated to surround it. Okay, so main plaza and surrounded by, kaya ito siya. Ito, okay, Yan. And smaller plaza. Sabi niya, the main plaza, okay, and smaller plazas should be surrounded by this principal building. So true enough that it's saying in the laws of the Indies that the main plaza serve as the community's nucleus with specific principal buildings mandated to surround it. So the correct buildings per historical and planning literature are principal church, okay, and then the royal and town council house, and then the custom house. That's according to the laws of the Indies. So I'll try to do that like this, okay. So what the I triple I. So tama yung answer ni Jumel. Okay. Now I'd like to call on sandali. I forgot. Tingnan ka nga. Ay, sorry. Saan ka natitignan yung Zoom natin? Okay. Zoom. 16. Alright, si Kwan kaya. Si James. Okay, si James. Pagtulong-tulungan. No, walang magkakamali
Yes
dito.
po.
I mean, lahat naman tayo ay ano na. Okay. We will do this properly. Okay, so can you read number 2? Ay,
Yes,
nakikita.
ma'am.
Okay.
Apo. The following can be considered as the contribution of the Spanish period to Philippine planning knowledge. 1, Intramuros. 2, the Plaza Complex. 3, the grid layout. 4, churches and friar lands. So,
Mm-mm.
if my memory serves me right din po,
Mm-mm.
when we say Spanish period sa Philippine planning, syempre unang-una na po yun yung grid layout.
Mm-mm.
Dapat nandun yung grid layout kasi sila naman ang nag-introduce sa atin nun, which is yung na-discuss natin sa una, yung main plaza, tapos may
Mm-mm.
grid layout. So yung the plaza complex is another.
Mm-mm.
And as if as far as I know po is of course yung religious tawag nito, religious complexes and fortified cities. Yeah, 45 ang tawag doon yung parang sa yes ma'am, fortified cities or yung parang intramuros ganun. So kung
Mm-mm.
pagbabasehan po doon sa yon, I would go for letter B.
B. Okay.
Yes.
Anyone who says otherwise na hindi B. So, isa-isahin natin. Okay. The following can be considered as the contribution of the Spanish period to Philippine planning knowledge. So, that it's concentrated on the Spanish. Okay. Spanish period. Well, the Spanish period had a profound and lasting impact on Philippine urban planning and in the built environment, and their contributions are central to what's now considered traditional or historical Philippine planning. Uh, the key contributions, okay, are Intramuros, diba? So, what is Intramuros? It's the walled city representing, okay, everyone knows that it's the walled city representing the concept of fortified, sabi mo kanina, fortified urban centers, is that correct? And then, the plaza complex there, so I'm trying to, titignan natin, de-define muna natin. The plaza complex kanina, like, meron bang plaza complex dito? So, plaza complex actually is the most well-known legacy. Okay? That's the spatial layout of town centered on a central plaza surrounded by key civic and religious buildings. And then the grid layout, that it's referring to the street. The Spanish introduced an orthogonal street grid, the quadricula, they say it quadricula, as prescribed by the laws of the Indies. And so churches also, uh, Yeah, while not unique as a building type, the positioning and dominance of churches as planning elements around plazas are a hallmark of Spanish era urbanism. So, and the friar, ano yung friar lands? It refers more to land ownership. Okay, lands, di ba? Land ownership and agrarian reform than to the actual urban planning form or spatial knowledge. Now, if we look at the um, option, okay, nagsimula siya sa 2 and 3. So, um, plaza, it's saying okay, the plaza complex and grid layout, kasi yun yung sinasabi niya, no? Ito daw siya, are both signature contributions of Spanish planning. So the plaza was always the centerpiece. Remember that. And the grid layout was mandated by law. So, kung tutuusin, this is the most concise and precise answer, referring to the spatial planning concepts. But let's move forward. One, two, three, and four, which is actually the answer of James. And so, pag sinabi mong it includes intramuros, churches, one, two, three, four, lahat, no? One, two, three, four. Hindi. Except the lands. So, it included all this one as intramuros, and then, but as elements, okay, let's see. They're always present in the plaza, in the plaza complex, but as elements, not as planning knowledge. Ang sinasabi kasi dito, Philippine planning knowledge. Philippine planning knowledge. Yung kanina, principal building, I'm not saying na mali yan, ano? Because we need to go through A, B, C, D, E, no? Pero if you try to analyze the question, the following can be considered as the contribution of the Spanish period. Okay, that's an era or that's a period to Philippine planning knowledge. Knowledge, okay? I will continue. So it may be too broad, while intramuros and churches are significant, so you can include them. So because churches are more about function than about spatial or planning systems. So mamaya dissect pa natin because we need to go forward with letter C. Grid layout is correct, but prior plans refer to agricultural land holdings, not urban planning or design. So churches are an architectural or religious institution, not a planning system. It's again, we go back to Philippine planning knowledge. So I go to option D. So again, churches, friar lands, intramuros. So it omitted the essential grid. Wala yung ano niya, no? Wala yung grid. Kasi grid layout was actually a contribution eh. So that form part of a law, di ba? Yung sa mismong laws of the Indies. So, it did not contain three. So I'll eliminate that. All the rest has three, but we will go back. So, dito sa E, 4, 5, and 2. Wala din siyang 3 because it's a very important knowledge. So, We have this one. Now, ano yung pinaka-common? 2 and 3, merong lahat 1 and 2. So we need to eliminate 2 so that we can arrive at a particular choice. Now, for, uh, okay, yung Plaza Complex kasi, it's the most enduring spatial legacy. Every Spanish town in the Philippines was planned with the Central Plaza as the focus of civic, religious, and social life. And so, if without the Plaza Complex, two, two, uh, we cannot really consider that. Okay? So, dalawa na lang. 3, 4, ano, okay. However, kung merong 3 doon, 1, 2, 3. Okay. For 1, ano na yan? A and B na lang, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, for B, intramuros and churches, while culturally and historically important, are not strictly planning knowledge because it's a building, di ba? So, and then, so we cannot really consider this intramuros. And even the churches, because it's simply a building or and if you have noticed, so this one, it's just 2 and 3. And this one, friar lands are associated with agrarian reform and land use and not town planning or urban farm. And so we cannot really consider this one. And so we are left with 2 and 3. And so the right answer is um 2 and 3. So we need to be very careful, not because you just saw Spanish period and then so all you can immediately all of the above, no, but it says the following can be considered as the contribution of the Spanish period to Philippine planning knowledge. We can always say, okay, it's part, but the knowledge itself, it means that it contributed to either a policy or a system. Okay. Did you this is a grid layout? Yeah, so the gridiron,
Hello,
principle.
ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, I get it. It's ganito, pagkaintindi ko po, we are talking about the planning. The Plaza Complex includes the church. Di ba
Yeah.
po? And Intramuros, though one of the best contributions of the Spanish era in the Philippines is fortified cities, Intramuros per se or the walled city per se is not a planning concept. So talaga pong 2 and 3 lang po siya.
Okay. So, we be careful na. Mahirap din talaga no? So, test taking techniques, okay, focus on the key term planning knowledge. That when you see planning knowledge, look for spatial or urban form concepts or kahit rural ito, basta it's a concept. So Plaza Complex is a system. So I already discussed it in number 1 regarding loss of the indies, and then the grid layout also forms part of the loss of the indies. So not the physical structures per se or land holding systems. Okay, so yung kanina, what I did was to, 'di ba, kapag ka nababawasan yung choices natin, it would be easier in our eyes, and then it translate to the brain. Ganon. So, the eyes, importante, sobrang lakas ng mata din natin when we choose, because we need to speak to ourselves, kasi tayo lang makakatulong sa sarili natin during the board exams. And, walang 3. It's very, 2 and 3 is very important. Pag wala yan, then you can already eliminate. 'Di ba? Eliminate mo na kaagad. So, okay. Dalawa lang kasi yung ano dito, may two. And then you're left with two. At least mas madali na lang mas madali na lang mag-analyze. So, number two technique kanina, you focus on the key term, planning knowledge. So, my number two tip here is that you eliminate all types of distractors and you remove choices containing prior because while it's significant historically, and it's all about land ownership and not really about planning. And then the third tip is churches. It's a structure, but as contributions to planning knowledge, you just focus on the systems and layouts rather than specific buildings. A layout is a concept, okay, which is I'm referring to the grid layout or to the grid iron system, okay. So we go to Monica, if we could go do number 3.
Um, Number 3, it is the division of the locality into districts to regulate land use in accordance with the comprehensive land use plan. A. Community planning. B. District planning. C. Zoning. D. Area planning.
Okay.
Ma'am, letter C po, zoning.
Okay, you start with the analysis of the question first so that you can share what we already know.
Oh, we know that zoning is a tool to regulate land use by dividing a certain locality into different zones. For example, residential, commercial, industrial, in line with our comprehensive land use plan po.
Okay. So that's hardcore because you already know the definition, right? So that it's the division of the locality into districts, and nag-provide din siya ng keywords, 'di ba? So and it also gave one document there. And so answer is zoning. Now, I would like to make some distinctions among the choices here, like community planning. Community planning, of course, it's a broad term, di ba? It's a broad term that refers to participatory process. So, pag ako magbigay ng keyword dito, it's a participatory. So, I will mention, kapag makita ninyo yung participatory process. So you can get some already tips there or keywords of envisioning, okay, of envisioning, be familiarized, okay, and managing the development of communities. Okay. All right. Okay, so at least alam niyo when you encounter this again. And district planning, okay, it involves preparing development strategies or frameworks for specific districts. So, for example, you're planning for a CBD, no? So because it's very literal anyway, a district planning is you plan for a district, kanon. Like you can also another district is heritage, 'di ba? Pag makita ninyo 'yon, so even if you don't really know the exact definition, and because it will provide examples in most cases naman during the board exam, and so you already know what's district planning, okay? So it's planning for particular districts such as this. Usually it's smaller because in accordance with the CLUP. So you already know it's not really district planning because CLUP is very broad. It's a municipality or a city level. So it's not the answer. So you can get to, like mas maganda na lang yung elimination natin, i-cross nyo na lang, ano, kasi ang haba pa ng ano, no, na igaganyan nyo. So, I'm trying to help you decide which markings would you assign for each technique. Okay? So, kapag mag-eliminate kayo, instead of underlining the test questions that you have during the board exam, you can just cross out to signal that, okay, I'm not going back there anymore because I'm quite sure this is incorrect. So letter B, district planning, sorry, district planning, like this. Okay. And then sa zoning, although alam natin na yung answer, so we still go to the definition that it is a regulatory tool. Okay? Para hindi niyo makalimutan, regulatory tool. Used to divide a locality. Okay? Used to a locality into districts. So it's zones. Okay? And then area planning. And what makes it so when you are defining area planning, it's a planning process focused on a particular area, neighborhood, or sector. Like district planning, it's also a planning approach, but not a regulatory tool for land use control. So, ano pa yan? Ano kaya yung area planning na to, no? So, focus on a particular area. Ayan. So, focus on a particular area. It's like it's like district planning, but of course the district planning there is a special one. It has like tourism, parang ganon, no? Although it's also an area planning, but it's focused on paano kaya to? Particular area. So like neighborhood or sector siguro. But not really the regulatory. So okay, coach, our so as your coach, I'm really duty bound to tell you, okay, so how do we think about the test taking strategies? So in this particular question, you have to identify what's regulatory and non-regulatory, and then of course the keywords are important, like division into districts, regulate land use. So kukuha kayo doon sa keywords niya. So I mentioned about CLUP, and please don't omit any word there. It may be of great help to decide the correct answer. So clue na kasi yung in accordance with the CLUP. Clue na rin yan. And these clues directly point to zoning. Again, you eliminate general terms like because it's very specific. Sabi niya, division of the locality into districts to regulate land use. So, merong regulate and then division, and then in accordance with CLUP. So yung mga general terms, you need to eliminate already community planning. But you can go directly to answering zoning anyway. And this is just for tonight that we are defining not only the correct answer, but we need to define. So those incorrect answers, in case I will be encountering a different problem, and this could be the answer, di ba? Kasi ganun sa exam. Like for example, number one, it will talk about the loss of the indies in main plaza, and then meron yung time na uubusin niya yung A, B, C, D, E. So, ibig sabihin, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will just revolve on the 5 options. So, may ganon. And so, if you feel na, oops, already, it has consumed 2 options already, and you expect the 3 others, or up to D lang niya tayo, up to D, and the 2 other options na hindi pa napili, it will come out. So, ano lang yan, just so you know that there are instances na ganon ang board exam. Okay? So, I'll Sana yun? I'll answer this one. So, si Gio. Gio, would you do number 4? Meron dyan ba si Gio? Jen, can you tell me, kasi nakabalanda kasi sa kanko. Sino yung mga andyan?
Si Sir Alan po, si Ma'am Bay, tapos si Sir Hanin.
Sige, si Alan muna.
Sige po.
Si Alan. Okay. Just read. Mm. Hi, Alan. Are you awake? Si Bay na lang. Si Bay. Balik ako kay Alan mamaya. Bay? Hello. You know what?
Hello.
Hi ma'am, good evening. Sigford po. Pwede,
Sige.
itry ko na lang yung pagkaintindi ko ma'am.
Sige, sige.
Nasubukan ko kasi.
Sige, sige, sige.
Sige po ma'am.
Masaya, di ba? Yung ano,
Opo.
no? Okay, let's
Sige,
try.
sige, sa number 4, some of the benefits of zoning are as follows. One, maximum optimum use of land based on suitability capability. Two, segregation of land uses, thereby increasing transport mobility. Three, facilitation of community planning. Four is promotion of public health and safety through compatible arrangement of various land uses. And five is promotion of rational and orderly growth of the community.
Sige,
Ah,
try na.
ano po ma'am, yung pagkaintindi ko po, ay ano ko po yung nakasulat is benefits. So, ang una kong tinignan kung positive ba lahat yung options. Sa
Okay.
pagkakita ko naman po, positive siya. So, kailangan ko
Ah,
talagang mag-eliminate sa mga choices. So,
okay.
first ko pong nakita is, sure na sure po ako sa number 1. Kaya
Okay.
po, pagkapili ko sa baba, nakita ako na yung letter A. Pero, trinay ko pa rin intindihin, baka
Oh.
kasi mali lang ako.
Wala
Ah,
na. Wala na talaga lahat. Ano?
yes, ma'am. Pero trinay ko pa rin i-check, ma'am, kasi baka
Ah,
minsan nag-assume lang ako.
ah,
Chinek ko, yung segregation, tama naman po, yung land use, tapos yung facilitation of community planning, tama sila. So, chinek ko lang din yung 4 and 5. Nakita ko kasi yung promotion siya, parang hindi po siya directly a benefit. Parang ano lang po siya, awareness, something ganun po siya, or something, nag-a-add up lang po. Kaya, dun po ko
mhm.
na-secure na 1, 2, 3 po yung option.
Okay. So maganda rin yung style ni ano no, ni Sigford na 'di ba wala pang 1 minute, 'di ba?
Yes
You
po,
were
ma'am.
able to answer. You were able. Pero kapag did you notice, hindi ka makaka-answer ng ganun kabilis if you don't have presence of mind. Ano? Nagets mo yon? Hello?
Yes po, ma'am. Yes po.
Yung parang half-hearted or I mean divided yung ano mo. So kailangan nakatutok ka talaga and you're understanding every word, 'di ba?
Yes po, ma'am.
Pero yung pag-intindi pala hindi para every word. Phrase ka talaga. Okay, kasi otherwise you will miss out the real thing, the real
Opo.
deal.
Minsan po,
So,
tricky po kasi yung question.
yeah, oo. So, hati-hatiin mo yung buong sentence or paragraph and then make some phrases na logical. So, sabi ni Segfried, maximum optimum use of land based on suitability and capability. So, you're quite sure about I, di ba? So, ano yung ibig sabihin ng optimum use of land? Okay. Kasi, they are indeed, yun talaga yung benefits ng zoning if you really know the definition of zoning. However, kailangan intindihin pa rin natin ano yung mga iba-iba doon. Kasi optimum land use means that, okay, punta muna tayo doon sa dinefine ni Monica kanina, what's zoning, di ba? So it's a regulatory tool, again, that allocates specific uses to designated areas to achieve certain planning objectives. And so yun yung sinasabi niya dito na pagpipilian natin. And so optimum land use, okay, means that zoning enables land to be used according to its best capability and suitability. So that's being optimum in land use. Helping. So what's the point here? It helps. Avoid incompatible uses and underutilization. So that's optimum land use. And then yung segregation here into is you separate conflicting uses, like for example, residential, industrial. So that's separating conflicting uses. So zoning improves the functionality and efficiency of transport systems and urban mobility. So pasok si di ba? Pasok ulit yung 1 and 2. And then what's community planning? Sabi niya, facilitation of community planning, quite general. But zoning provides a framework, okay, for effective community and urban planning. So, ano pa rin siya? Pasok pa rin siya no? And then, yung 4 and 5, why it should be removed is because zoning, although, okay, public health and safety nakalagay, public health and safety, promotion of public health and safety through compatible arrangement of various land uses. It seems right, di ba? That when zoning protects residents by arranging land uses in a way that minimizes hazards and health risks, also nakalagay dyan, rational and orderly growth of the community. And so for sure we know that it guides, one of the benefits also is to guide rational and organized expansion and development of communities. However, if we try to analyze that, yung 1, 2, and 3 that we already decided, so all are correct benefits. So optimum, land use, segregation, facilitation. So it's because nakalagay dyan some of the benefits of zoning. Okay. It directly captures the core benefits of zoning. Now for 2, 3, and 4, nawala si 1. Yun lang yung reason actually na all are correct. Segregation of uses and facilitation of planning are correct. Okay. As is public health and safety din. Sandali, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. However, it omits the maximum optimum use of land, which is central to zoning. Yun lang yung reason bakit hindi natin kinonsider lahat. Because may kulang doon sa choices. So, hindi ups.
Sa letter C po, may number 1.
Yes po, ma'am. Na-confuse ako sa letter A at letter C po.
Ano pala ito na? 1 ba yan? Walang
1.
ganan? Dapat ay yun, pero hindi ko nga alam kung ano to Oo nga, Pero,
Baka bonus.
bonus. Hindi naman. Pero tignan natin, paano yung pattern doon. So, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, kasi dito, 4, 5, and 2. And then, 5, 4, pwede rin po pababa, Pwede rin pababa. So, okay, sige. Ganito. This question is really tricky because all are correct. And so the only reason why we need to eliminate is because it omitted I. So, do you agree? Diba? Parang ganito. If we go to C, pero wala din yung 2. Na-omit din yung 2, which is a core, ano. So, walain muna natin ito, ano. Hindi. Wala kasi siyang, the only reason why we eliminated this one is because wala yung 1, yung maximum, optimum use of land. Now, itong tatlo, sige, granting na ay nga ito. Granting. So, 4, 5, and ito, I. Piliin nga natin para maano. So, 4, 5, and I. So, hindi niya, hindi niya kinover ito. So, or yung 2 man lang, ano, o 2 and 3. So it's asking about not the complete, but it said, yun na nga wala yung 1. So that's the only reason talaga na yung benefits of zoning. Kung ano yung pinaka-center, because it's very limited itong benefit na ito. Like promotion of public health and safety. So that's just one of the single or one of the, like indirect ba siya kapag when you have zoning. Ito lang yung parang one of the reasons, pero rational and orderly growth. But it's asking for an all-encompassing, yung broader. Sometimes in other questions naman, pag too broad, hindi siya responsive. Here naman, because it did not really include the core benefits. So that's the reason, that the way how I analyze this. So if you are choosing if you are just choosing this one, we will not leave this one, until we get it right. So itong sinasabi ninyong ito,
One
letter,
question.
okay, sige lang.
Yung number 2 po kasi is parang sa akin intindi is zoning per se.
Saan?
One of the benefits of number 2 po.
Ito, double I, okay.
Double I should say.
Ah,
Is ang minimin lang niya is with zoning there would be increase in transport mobility. So parang hindi siya, kung titingnan mo mabuti, hindi siya masyadong,
general.
opo.
Hindi siya general, ano? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, segregation of land uses. But naka-cluster siya dito, no? Naka-cluster siya dito. Thereby increase segregation. Okay. Thereby increasing land uses. Okay, hatiin ko tong 1. Maximum optimum use of land. Okay. Based on suitability. So that's general, no? General siya. Dito sa segregation of land uses and thereby increasing transport mobility. But then again, for zoning kasi is basically segregation of land uses. Although it provided this like the way it was provided here and here. Sinabi dito, promotion of public health and safety, yun yung parang una niyang promotion. But zoning itself is not about promotion of public health and safety and rational and orderly growth. Parang this one could be promotion of the rational orderly growth of the community. It could be the CLUP itself. Okay, it could be even CDP. I mean, as a plan. But the main goal of zoning is really indeed segregation. Now, I'm just having trouble here sa 3. 3, facilitation of community planning. Kasi, okay.
Parang ano talaga, ma'am,
Masyadong general ang 3.
Oo.
Masyadong
Parang kung
Gentle.
yes, ma'am, kung pagko-compare mo yung 3 tsaka 4, mas pipiliin ko yung 4 eh.
Mm-mm.
Kasi ano katulad ng industrial tsaka residential, di mo naman sila pwedeng pagtabi. Kasi nga, it will, ano yung health nila because of the air pollution. So, most likely, promotion of public health, saktong-sakto tong number 4 para doon. Yung
Tingnan.
3, malabo eh. Facilitation of community planning.
Awayin natin yung ano. But
It
Pero
could be
sa
1
answer,
to 4 eh.
answer key is ito.
Ito.
Ito yung answer key. So, okay, let's see Okay, paano natin i-justify yung ating yung option natin?
Excuse me po.
Sige lang, sir.
Yung pong yung number 3, yung facilitation of community planning, ito po yung regarding sa different stakeholders na isa sa mahalagang aspeto ng zoning. Kaya po siguro nabanggit ito yung facilitation of community planning.
Framework siya, no?
Opo.
Oo, framework. Ito. For effective community. So,
Kasi po, hindi po ba pagplano kailangan different
lahat yan.
stakeholders na-address?
So, okay, ganito na lang. So, some of the benefits of zoning are as follows. So, because of the word some, you can choose all actually, because it redounds to the benefits of zoning. Ngayon, mamimili tayo, and because of this, ito, no? Because of this, nag-cluster siya. So, tuon tayo. In the true practice, okay, I would like to remind you that in the practice of urban planning or environmental planning, yun yung totoo. But we are here to prepare for the board exam na we confront the trickiness of the question. So nothing here is about seryosohin. I'm not saying that this is not a serious thing because this will make or unmake anything that we do, because halimbawa di tayo pumasa or pumasa tayo, so dalawa lang naman yan, hindi pwedeng or hindi pwedeng sa gitna or conditional, wala tayong ganon. Ngayon, what I'm trying to say is, huwag tayong lalabas dito, we don't think beyond. Kailangan lang nating piliin based on mostly strategy. Okay? Kaya we need to, one of the main thing in selecting the correct decision is to, nakalimutan ko tuloy yung sasabihin ko actually is to apply strategy as much as we can, lalo na yung mga ganito, na meron pang ganito. Okay? Ngayon, we need to select, okay, by defining it, yung public health, kasi kung ako, I'll choose all, but we need to choose the best thing here, kasi kapag ito ang pipiliin mo, because isipin na lang natin, hindi dahil dito, but because of how it was grouped here. So we need to choose the not because correct tayo, mali ako, correct kayo, ganun. But we will help each other. Paano natin i-improve pa yung the manner how you strategize. Kasi halimbawa si Siegfried, si Jumel, si ganito, si James, si Sir, baka lang pagtagpi-tagpiin natin yun and makabuo tayo ng mas wide na strategy, and madagdagan natin yung na we don't insist on what we know at the moment. We need to unlearn everything so that we can really survive this board exam. Ngayon, 'di ba, I would like to go back to my framework of answering kanina na if you choose this, nawala yung I. If we choose this, meron yung I, pero nawala yung 2 at saka 3. Okay? Nawala yung double I and triple I. So, and then if we choose this, wala din yung I na important. Dito wala din yung itong I pala, meron pala yung I doon, no? Dito. What I'm trying to say is, kapag ka mamimili tayo, i-cover natin yung major, gano'n, na mas kompleto. Because if we choose this one, wala siyang I eh. Dito walang I. So, naturally, i-eliminate na natin yon. Sa tatlo na lang yung pagpipilian natin. So, yun muna yung at the moment na gagawin natin. Here wala din yung I. So, dito lang talaga. Okay? Pero, what is more substantial? What is more substantial if we choose A over C? Kasi, here, it lacks double I and triple I. Pag titingnan mo yon, ito siya, ito ang winala niya, ito ang winala niya. Yung segregation, facilitation, and pinagpalit mo ito sa dito, at saka ito lang. So, yung combination, okay? Okay na ba tayo? Yung combination na lang yung isipin natin, not really yung totoong practice. Kasi, here, imagine, yung maximum optimum use of land based on suitability. And this is already a very big factor to choose the correct answer. So, ganun na lang yung isipin natin. However, meron din meron din siyang I. Pero if we go to 2, we don't think about increasing transport mobility because it's just secondary to what it really means na segregation of land use. Talaga naman ang zoning, that's the we segregate land uses, and it already provided the phrase that yung benefit of zoning na it can also increase transport mobility. So, kapag iisipin mo si 4 and 5, pwede naman but it does not have I. Okay? So that maka-move on na tayo. Okay ba? Yung sa cluster siya. When you encounter problem like this. Okay ba? Hello?
Okay po.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Copy, ma'am.
Sige. So, di ba? Ang galing ng aking mga bet. Okay. 5. Sino magbabasa? Maganda ito, Constitution. Game. Volunteer so that we can sleep early.
Ako na lang po, ma'am. Mark po.
Mark. Okay.
Number 5, Article 12, Section 6 of the Philippine Constitution provides that the use of property bears a social function and all economic agents shall contribute to the common good. Individuals and private groups, including corporations, cooperatives, and similar collective organizations shall have the right to own, establish, and operate economic enterprises subject to the duty of the state to Letter A, promulgate legislative action to mitigate the effects of unbalanced distribution and equity. Letter B, promote distributive justice and to intervene when the common good so demands. Letter C, promote the general welfare of the marginalized groups. Letter D, implement its own programs of redistribution and social justice.
What did you learn from the question itself?
Babasahin ko na ulit. The use of theirs. Kasi binasa ko lang.
So it's just it's just a section. It's just the section 6 of Article 7. of the Constitution. Yun yung sinasabi niya dito, na so it talks about the use of property that bears a social function, and all economic agents shall contribute to the common good, individuals and private groups, including, okay, so it is in the section 6 is this defining yung corporations, corporations, cooperatives, and similar collective organizations shall have the right to own. So yun yung mga rights under article pero hindi siya self-executing because it's not one of the Bill of Rights, but it's something that it needs legislation, enabling law. Okay. Ibig sabihin, pag enabling law, Congress should legislate it first. But, okay, right to own, establish, and operate economic enterprises subject to the duty of the state to blah, blah. So, parang memory work siya. Memory work. Di ba, Mark, na? Memory work, hindi natin pwedeng so this is one of the questions that kailangan meron ka ding alam sa Constitution. So when you understand this, so let me explain this one, that it recognizes private property and economic enterprise, but subjects these rights to the duties of the state to blah, blah, blah. Okay. Regulate actually yung section 6 is nakalagay regulate and intervene for the common good. Hanapin mo dyan. Because hindi tayo, wala siyang pagpipilian eh. So just one. Ibig sabihin, kapag wala siyang mga Roman numeral, ganyan, so isa lang. And you need to understand this one. Alam mo dapat, not necessarily memorize, but you have to be very familiar. Ano ba talaga yung tinutumbok niya dito? Sige nga, make a guess. Mark, ano kaya?
Medyo nahihirapan pa ako. Wait lang.
Sige lang. Di ba, puro business yan, puro di ba? Puro economic agents, sabi niya. Economy. Sige, basahin mo yung AA muna.
Promulgate legislative action to mitigate the effects of unbalanced distribution and inequity.
Ganun ba yon? Yung parang, does it talk about inequity? Okay. Proceed to letter B.
Promote distributive justice and to intervene when the common good so demands.
Okay. Medyo correct kasi may common good dyan, Common good. At ang assumption natin dito, nakalimutan natin o hindi natin matandaan sa section 6. No, now, ang ginagawa natin is parang if-fit lang natin yung option doon sa problem. Okay, and then, so meron common good. Letter C, ano naman yun? Okay.
Promote the general welfare of the marginalized groups.
Okay, I'll ask you for letter C, Mark. Kapag kaganyan ba yung problem, did it talk about the general welfare of the marginalized groups? Meron bang pakialam ang mga
wala, hindi po related itong marginalized groups.
Okay. Ganun mag-answer Pag wala naman doon, di i-cancel mo na. Okay, the last one, yung D.
Implement its own programs of redistribution and social justice.
Did it talk about social justice? Meron bang dyan, social justice dyan?
Parang wala rin, ma'am. Medyo confused lang sa common good.
Medyo confused lang sa Kasi when you talk about implementing programs of redistribution and social justice, ibig sabihin, yan? Meron tayong mga the state may implement such programs, but the constitutional duty as described is broader, Parang wala siyang, ang tinutumbok kasi na dito ay corporations, cooperatives, parang ganon. So it did not really talk about social justice. So dalawa na lang yung pagpipilian mo. Now, go back to letter A. Meron ba tayong tinutumbok dito na unbalanced distribution and inequity? Meron bang hindi equal dito na pinag-uusapan? Ang sinasabi niya doon, shall have the right to own, establish, and operate economic enterprises subject to the duty of the state to,
For
ganon.
me, ma'am, letter B siguro ang answer dito. Promote
Okay.
uh,
So I will,
just
okay. O, di nakuha mo, di ba? Nakuha mo siya.
yes
Because
po, ma'am.
that's the correct answer, which is promote distributive justice to intervene when the common good so demands. Kasi common good naman talaga yung pinag-uusapan dito, di ba? Siya lang yung nagtutumbok ng common good. So that's how we answer. So continue the number 6, Mark. Again,
Article,
mm-mm.
okay ma'am. Nakuha ma'am, pero medyo natagalan. Pero
Sige lang.
Article 13, Section 1 of the Philippine Constitution states that Congress shall give the highest priority to the enactment of measures that protect and enhance the right of all people to human dignity, reduce social and economic inequalities by equitably diffusing wealth and political power for the common good. To this end, the state shall, letter A, lead the acquisition, ownership, use, and disposition of property and its increments. Letter B, empower the disadvantaged community to collectively harness its property resources. Letter C, regulate the acquisition, ownership, use, and disposition of property and its increments. Generate opportunities for all sectors to have equal access to land resource.
Okay, so ilang answer yung kailangan natin? Isa lang?
Isa lang, ma'am.
Okay. So sige, kapag if you have read and understood number 6, you can answer actually. And so ano yung letter A nga? How do you feel about letter A?
Parang ang letter A, ma'am, is hindi parang i-eliminate ko itong letter A siguro, ma'am.
Because
Parang ang government ang mag-lead ng sa i-acquire yung mga mga properties, mga ganon.
So
Tapos
ownership, use, and disposition. Okay, sige. Okay. And then
ang letter B, empower the disadvantaged community to collectively harness its property resources. Parang okay rin siya, ma'am, pero mas letter C siguro ako dito. Regulate the
so I will
acquisition.
pero what makes it incorrect for letter B?
Power disadvantaged to collectively harness its
Meron bang
property.
sinabing disadvantaged community diyan?
Parang sa
The right of all
para
people
sa
and dignity.
parang
So,
related din kasi konti, ma'am, kasi sa
related din.
Mm.
But sinabi niya, by equitably diffusing wealth. So, parang ano yan, you already know what that means. And political power for the common good. So, yun bang letter B, meron bang ganon? Empower the disadvantaged community to collectively harness its property resources? Meron ba siyang sinabing ganyan?
Parang wala, ma'am.
Okay, so we will and then yung sa letter C, you said it's correct because
Regulate the acquisition. Parang ang tutulong ang government na mag-regulate sa acquisition for for
the
equity, ma'am.
disposition of property. Okay, i-skip natin yan. Gating na parang hindi ka sigurado. Let's pretend na ganun. And then, itong letter D, ano yung tumbok niya? Generate
Opportunities for all sectors to have equal access to land resource.
iyan lang ba ang tumbok niya? Di ba meron wealth, meron
Equal
economic
access.
power. So, ano ko ito? So, ang answer mo is C?
I think so po, ma'am. Pero
Okay.
parang C or D, pero letter C siguro ako dito.
Nakalagay dito, generate opportunities for all sectors to have equal access to land resources. So, it's just pointing to land resource. So, the answer is letter C. Uh,
Yes po.
because it touches on acquisition, ownership, use, and disposition of property and its increments. So it means that yeah, the
Ay,
keyword
ma'am,
there.
ang
Oh,
sa letter D kasi ma'am, kasi meron nakalagay din ditong reduce social and economic inequalities by equitably diffusing wealth and political power for the common
mm,
good. So, hindi all sector siya ma'am, parang dapat
mm,
equitably yung parang mas priority konti yung sa ano,
mm, mm. Pero land resource lang kasi yung tinumbok
mm,
niya. And that
yes.
makes it correct, not correct. Okay? So, kailangan matapos natin itong 7. Sige, yung iba muna. Ibang kasama mo muna magbasa. Game. Yung mga taga-LGU, because this is LGU number 7.
Ay, Ma'am
Sige.
Sigford po. Try ko lang po
Sigfrid.
i-challenge yung namin practice dito kung tama ba.
Sige, sige, sige. Okay.
Sige po, Ma'am. So, the authority to approve and adopt the comprehensive development plan rest on paano po ng choices, Ma'am?
Oo, sige lang.
Letter A,
Tapos,
Office of the Mayor. Letter B, Sangguniang Bayan. Letter C, Planning and Development Office. And letter D, Sangguniang Panlalawigan. So, yung sagot ko po, ma'am, is authority to approve and adopt. Sangguniang Bayan po, ma'am.
okay, tell me why.
Ah, ano
Anong
po, ma'am?
may legal basis ba tayo?
Yes po, ma'am. Nasa ano po yan local government code po, ma'am.
Okay, can you cite that?
I forgot the section pero around 19 po ata. Nakalimutan
Ah,
ko. 15 ba yun? Something doon po yung mga
ah,
plans related, ma'am eh.
okay. So, it's not the mayor kasi hindi naman siya yung nag-a-approve na yan, di ba? So, ano yung role ni mayor? Uh, does he recommend or endorses the plan but does not have the legal authority to approve and
Yes po,
adopt?
ma'am.
Yun ba yun, ano?
Yes
So,
po.
hindi siya approving authority. Now, for sa Sangguniang Bayan, so, kapag ano naman, pag city, Sangguniang Bayan, pero bayan lang yan. So, it is the legislative body. So, under
Mhm.
the local government code, so we don't need to really look at kapag hindi naman yun yung tinatanong. Basta local government code, parang ganun na lang. Huwag nating dagdagan yung stress natin during the board. So, under the local government code, the authority to approve and adopt the CDP rests with the Sangguniang Bayan through a resolution or ordinance, di ba?
Yes po.
Okay, and this approval is the legislative act that gives the CDP legal effect. So, correct, di ba?
So,
So,
tama po pala yung practice namin, ma'am.
baka mamaya si Mayor yan, ha? Okay. Diretso mo na yon. This is an old, so yun yung sinasabi ko kanina na meron din lumalabas na old. So this is before nagkaroon tayo ng RA 10587,
Yes, 10-5.
kailangan malaman mo saan ito nanggaling sa data siya. Okay,
Okay.
please read.
PD 1308 defines environmental planning as letter A, activities concerned with the planning and regulation for the management and development of land as well as the preservation, conservation, rehabilitation of human settlement habitats and the natural environment. Letter B, activities concerned with the management and development of land as well as the preservation, conservation, and rehabilitation of the human environment. Letter C, act of planning, designing, specifying, supervising, and giving general administration and responsible direction for the growth and development of towns and cities through appropriate land use. And D, the arts and science and professional of planning, designing, and establishing communities in their totality.
Okay. So, it's looking for the definition under 1308. Iba kasi yung definition dito sa 10587. It became broader. Okay? So,
Opo.
mamimili ka ngayon. Ano kaya dito sa ABCD yung dati?
Ah,
Uh-uh. Sige.
Ano po, ma'am? Kasi
Mm.
parang
Remembering it pa, no?
remembering po. Yun nga, ma'am, nakakalito siya pag
Oo.
ano, pala.
Tapos
Pero
ang haba pa, no?
yes po, ma'am.
Oo.
Yung A to B, C, parang ang liliit lang ng difference nila. Kaya kung
Oo.
mula ako,
Oo.
kung wala na talaga, ma'am, yung outlier yung pipiliin ko. Mag-
Actually, sige. Kapag so I need to really provide you para hindi niyo makalimutan. Ano yung difference ng 1308,
Mm,
how it defined environmental planning versus the
the 10.
definition in 10587. Doon kasi sa 1308, it just mentioned about management, development of land and human environment. So saan dyan? Uh,
Letter B po, Management and Development of Land.
ito to? Okay.
Yes po.
So doon kasi sa 10587, it did mention about multidisciplinary, and then it 'di ba land lang yung sa 1308. It also touched on the land and water, and then it also added about the framework for sustainability, and then implementation, and then the natural and man-made resources. So yun yung mga included na keywords dun sa 10587. So if the exam asks for PD 1308, it should be narrow. Okay, walang water, walang sustainability. So yun, just and then the 10587, it should be broader, it should be with sustainability. You should see the words multidisciplinary and water included. Okay? Okay ba tayo?
Yes po, ma'am. At least may hint na ako
Oo. So,
natin.
so yung mga art and science dyan ay we can already because it just touch about the na act of planning, designing, wala yung mga ganun, sobrang okay, activities concerned with the planning and regulation for the management, so like preservation. So ang dami niyang ang dami niya. Pero when this was asked, wala pa namang 10587 with when this question was asked. And so the correct answer is sana correct ako dyan, baka mamaya naturo ko sa inyo ay it's correct answer is letter B, kasi yung letter C parang it's more functional description, and then it is asking about uh yung two essential elements that you need to remember in 1308, which is management and development of land and the human environment. Okay? Okay. Kasi yung A, why not A? Because it's very broad, and then it did not mention it about habitats, natural environment. Hindi yun na-specify in 1308. Okay, so we go to the second to the last. Sino pa yung... Okay, basahin.
Okay. PD 1308 provides that the consulting firm, partnership, company, corporation, or association may engage in the practice of environmental planning in the Philippines, provided that A, at least 75% of the entire board membership of the entity shall be registered environmental planners. Letter B, at least 70% of the capitalization of the entity is owned by registered environmental planners. Letter C, at least 70% of the entire board membership of the entire and of the entity shall be registered environmental planners, and 75% of the total capitalization of the entity is owned by them. Or letter D, at least 75% of the entire board membership of the entity shall be registered environmental planners, and 75% of the total capitalization of the entity is owned by them. Uh,
Memory work.
yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Remembering.
Okay, remembering.
Parang section, basta nasa dulo. Parang 75-75, ma'am.
75, 75. Okay. So, the answer is, tingnan ko lang yung sa ano niya. Okay, sa letter A kasi, 75% of the entire board membership. So, yun lang yung tinakal niya. So, it's just half of the requirement because in 1308, it tackles two, membership, board membership, at saka capitalization. And so, it's not the correct answer. Doon sa letter B naman, it's also incomplete because it only provided figure on the ano talaga, at least 70% of the capitalization of the entity is owned by registered environmental planners. So, yun lang yung in-state niya. It missed the board membership. Okay, remember that, all right? And then letter C naman, at least 70% of the entire board membership of the entity shall be registered environmental planners, and 75 of the total capitalization of the entity is owned by them. So 70, 75. Because it's incorrect due to the wrong percentage for board membership. So, I think correct letter D yung sinagot mo, no? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Letter D. Kasi
Okay.
parang tanda ko, kasi remembering to.
Ah,
Parang 75-75 po. At saka,
mm-mm.
uh,
Hindi,
basta
hindi.
sigurado ko is 75% entire
Ah, ah,
membership.
ah,
Pero
ah,
dapat dalawa yun, ma'am. So,
ah,
mali na yung letter C kasi
ah.
70% of the board.
Correct. So you remember that, okay? And the same was carried in 10587, I think, no? So in PD 1308, so 7575. So is it possible na 70 yung board membership tapos yung 75 yung total capitalization? Parang hindi siya
Dito.
pantay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's not feasible na ganun. So the correct answer is letter D. Very good. When we tried to update that, it continued in 10587 with the same thresholds. I think you can find that in section 30 of 10587. So still, it said that at least 75% of the entire membership of the board and at least 75% of the total capitalization must be registered environmental plan. So it should be the same. Okay? So madali na lang
Ay,
tandaan.
Ma'am Ana, question po, ma'am.
Yes,
Ah,
yes.
sa RA 10587, ma'am, ganyan pa din po, ma'am. 75-75 din po, ma'am, no?
Yeah, that's what I've been.
Oo.
Yeah.
Well,
Sabi ko it was carried through to the 10587. Okay? Okay ba? Okay.
thank you po, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Nawala po ako.
Okay. Sige, Mark, ito nga number 10. I-answerin mo.
It is
Ah,
considered one of the local government unit. Barangay, ma'am, letter A.
so ito BARM na ito, no? So pwede pa
Yes.
rin siyang pwede pa rin siyang ganun ba?
Ah,
BARM. Mali ano?
ah,
Correct ba? Okay.
parang mga region at itong ibang parang
Okay.
ibang.
So pag yung sa local government unit, so the answer is letter A.
Kasi ako sa barangay, ma'am. Oh, yes po. A.
Okay, so that's the LGU. So yung ano naman, yung ARM or BARM is what? Can you say? Ano yung anong tawag mo doon?
Region ito.
Oo. Autonomous,
Autonomous
Bangsamoro.
region of Muslim Mindanao.
Oh, so it is an autonomous region. So it's a region, okay? So it's not alam naman natin na for a region, it's not a local government unit, okay? So now it has been replaced as BARM Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. So it's not an LGU. And then yung RDC naman is a planning, okay. It is a planning and policy making body, okay? Policy making body. So, ito LGU. Ito ay region. How about MMDA? Ano yan? It
Parang
is
group of parang
ah,
Metro Manila, parang sa Manila area po ito, ma'am.
parang agency, parang gano'n na.
Parang ganun.
Agency, parang or authority, okay? Nakalagay MMDA, authority. So, dapat maalala ninyo ito. So, it is an authority or an agency. So, can we, gusto ko lang matapos natin itong 11 siguro. Ituloy mo nga, Mark.
Okay, ma'am. The
Mm-mm.
plan with which cities and municipalities promotes the general welfare of its inhabitants and ensures the delivery of basic services and facilities in its capacity as a corporate entity is letter A, Poverty Reduction Action Plan. Letter B, Comprehensive Development Plan. Letter C, Plan for the Youth and the Elderly. Letter D, none of the above. Letter E, all of the above.
So, normally, nakakakita kayo ng ganitong question na all of the above. Meron din siyang none of the above and then all of the above. So, what is this? Can you analyze the question? Ano yung ibig niyang sabihin?
Hinahanap niya dito, ma'am, kung anong plan ito, ma'am, which promotes the general welfare of its inhabitants and ensures the delivery of basic services. For me, ma'am,
Anong keyword mo? Keyword?
Plan promotes the general welfare. Parang plan, ma'am. Ang plan ang keyword ko dito, ma'am.
Ano pa?
Uh, promotes the general ensures the delivery of basic services.
Ito.
Corporate, ma'am. Corporate.
Ito. General welfare din, no? General welfare.
Yes po. Yes po, ma'am.
And then nakalagay, para pareho siya, general welfare and then basic services and facilities, di ba?
Yes, ma'am.
And then ito, corporate entity, corporate powers or corporate entity. So, ano din, so what is your basis? Nasa local government code yan.
Yes, ma'am.
So the question refers to the main planning instrument.
Yes. Para sa
Ano?
akin, ang correct answer dito, ma'am, is yung comprehensive development plan, ma'am.
Okay. So why not poverty reduction action plan? Because
Too specific, ma'am, para lang sa poverty
uh
reduction. Tapos, ang
okay.
plan for the youth, same pa rin, ma'am, too specific para sa youth and sa elderly. Ang sa none of the above, kung di ako sure, baka pwede siyang makonsider, pero ang sa all of the above, X na talaga ito, ma'am, kasi meron siyang none of the above din. So,
Okay.
comprehensive
Okay.
development plan.
Okay. So the correct answer is CDP, di ba? Kasi
Yes.
yung youth and elderly, sectoral plan din yan. So, hindi siya LGU.
Part,
Basta yung mga hindi, poverty thematic yan, so subcomponent lang ito, di ba? That targets poverty, but does not cover the full scope of services, of all services of general welfare. Isa lang yan. Then yung youth and elderly thematic lang siya or sectoral plan. Now, hindi naman none of the above, hindi naman all of the above. So you are correct. So, sorry I need to continue with, para maiwanan na natin yung local government code. Sige muna. So, okay. Number 12. Mark.
Okay, ma'am. The Local Government Code of 1991 mandates that the planning process be Roman numeral number 1 is technocratic, Number 2 is participatory. 3, inclusive. 4, consultative. Politically motivated. All of the above siguro dito. Hindi ako masyadong sure sa technocratic pero for me all
Mm-mm.
of the above.
Pag sinabing technocratic, it's
Technical.
meron tayong technocrat, so based on evidence or data. Based on evidence or data. So, kailangan matandaan niyo ito kasi baka matanong din. And then, yung participatory, we already know na stakeholders ito, no? Involving
Yes.
stakeholders. And then, inclusive, alam naman natin ito na this is all sectors, di ba? Considering needs of all sectors. And then, ang dami pala, no? Consultative is requiring public hearings, mga ganon. Requiring public hearings. Ano
So
pa ba?
politically motivated mo parang hindi rin ako sure.
So, requiring public hearings, mga consultations, ganon. Okay? Consultations. And many more. So, and then politically motivated is, well, it is discouraged kasi, di ba? Ano ba yung tinatanong niya? Mandates that the planning process, bisa mamimili ka. Yung the planning process, syempre, politically motivated planning means that you are, yeah, because the law itself, di ba? The local government code aims to depoliticize local planning and make it people-centered, make it evidence-based and broad-based. So, I already answered, di ba? So, sige nga, yung 1, 2,
Pero
3.
ma'am, parang pasok kasi itong 1, 2, 3, 4, ma'am. Tapos wala namang apat na pasok dito sa choices kaya nasabi ko
Uh,
agad na all of the above.
so,
Pero
we
X talaga itong politically
political motivated. So, we will cross this out, no? And then, lahat ng may 5, we will cross out. Di ba?
Yes po.
Kasi that's not supposed. Although lagi natin sinasabi na planning is both technical and political. So, parang ano, yun yung theory, ano? But it is specific of the local government code. So, nakita mo na yung ano, ano yung answer talaga. Strong contender din yung B di ba?
Yes,
Tsaka
ma'am.
A? Sige.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, A or B. So, sino ang B? Sino ang ano?
Hello, ma'am. Hello po. Ma'am, si James po ito.
James.
Basically po, technocratic means parang top to bottom approach kasi yun, which is basically inaayawan ng local government code. It should be bottom to top. I mean, from grassroots to top. So, I'd go for letter B, participatory, inclusive, and consultative. Kasi yung technocratic means you are governed or you are led by technocrats or yung elite of the society.
Okay. So, ngayon, kapag mamimili tayo dito, so ano yung make or break natin dito? So, kapag tingnan ko yung B, ano, sa participatory, pasok siya, no? And
Yes,
then,
ma'am.
it should be inclusive, positive din. And then, for consultative, okay. Ngayon, 2, 3, and 4, wala kasi siyang 4 din ito, no? Wala siyang 4 which is very important sa planning process under the local government code. And so that makes it incorrect. Tapos yung sabi ni James, ang technique niya doon is the definition itself of technocratic. And so it led him to the correct answer, which is letter B. Pero pag titignan mo, pag mamimili kayo, piliin mo muna din yung positive, positive, positive. So you are seeing na you were sure, napaka-sure niya na 2, 3, 4 pasok. Ngayon kapag wala yung 2, 3, 4 dito, and that's where you can eliminate. Or yung gaya ng ginawa ko kanina, you eliminate already the red flag na hindi pwede, di ba? Correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so the correct answer is letter B. So I'll unshare now so that we can. That's all for tonight. I hope you learned so much.